Hey, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. As always, it's really great to see you. You know, we kind of left you with a little bit of a teaser at the end of last week's video. The April 2024 market statistics were released just before we did those videos. So we thought we'd spend the day and bring those to you today. I think you're going to hear some good news.
Yes, at first I used to be scared to look at those numbers.
Isn't that the truth?
But I'll tell you, these days it's really positive. All the numbers are green across the board, which is really good news.
Yeah.
And it just keeps getting better. I think more and more this market is looking more and more like a normal market.
Yeah, we couldn't have been more excited after we saw those numbers and kind of waited and really hoped that we could do this video sooner. But let's go ahead and get started.
Okay.
The median sold price in April was an even $700,000.
This is up 4% from last month. And again, it's a strong market for anyone who has a home to sell.
Yeah, it really is. Good news. The number of homes sold in April was 2,676.
This is up 31% from the previous month. So again, a really active market. Things are happening.
Shazam. That's good news. The number of days on the market was 14 days. That's the average time that a property would go on the market in the MLS as active to the time it went under contract. Just 14 days.
That's right. And that's down 3 days from the previous month. So again, things are happening a little faster than before.
Yeah, they are. And then the number of homes for sale at the end of April, of course, these would be the properties that are either coming soon or the properties that are active at the end of April, was 2,524.
And this is up 23% from the previous month. Again, really good news. You know, we've been suffering from low inventory, but all these numbers help with that. We're still short. I mean, when you compare it to 5-year,
no doubt,
5-year averages, we're still not where we should be for a balanced market. It's still more of a seller's market, but for sure, doing business on the street, sales are happening every day.
Yeah, you can see the activity, feel the activity.
Right. And this is in spite 7% interest rate,
right,
because everybody thought that would kind of like kill the market. But we keep having closings, we keep having active listings. So I think it's a signal that we're continuing to normalize after the pandemic, and inventory is short, but things are still moving along.
Yeah, there's no doubt. And we've talked about this before. It seems like regardless of where the interest rates are, buyers are using other variables to make decisions to go ahead and buy. And, you know, this last week was kind of short on economic reports. You know, as you comb the internet, comb the other pundits, it was not real big on a lot of reports. But one of the things that we did take note of, again, after last week's video, was kind of some commentary with regard to consumer spending. And it seems like there is a forecast that interest rates will come down, but now it's starting to look like perhaps it's later in the summer, even by the fall. As you listen to a lot of the commentary, there is this realization, I think, that some of the programs that have been put in effect have actually been working. And the report that I was listening to just earlier today, this morning, was that consumer spending is predicted to start to curb off because they're realizing that incomes, inflation are not matching. So people, as we talked about, are putting a lot of buying power on credit cards. And for the first time, they're starting to see that is, you know, kind of waning a little bit. In fact, I just read an interesting report earlier today that said they're starting to see some of the defaulting on credit cards start to increase. So wow. I think a lot of what's going on in our economy is still very positive, but we may start seeing that kind of that top where the Fed chair and the committee will start to realize that the economy is maybe starting to struggle a little bit now, maybe with a change of interest rates, bringing those down just a bit, you know, at the beginning, and then maybe tailoring those down. Will be effective and will keep this economy from going into a recession. I think, you know, again, the pundits are not forecasting a recession, but, you know, we stopped making any predictions. And so it looks like the economy is still, you know, moving along, but maybe we actually will start seeing those lowering of interest rates a little later in the year.
That would be interesting to see, because I think the low inventory is really a signal that the people who are making the decision to put their homes on the market is because they have plans. They know what their next step is, and they want to move ahead with that. As well as for buyers, if they're moving to the area because of a job relocation, they have to find a house. So it'll be interesting to see what the next numbers look like. I think you mentioned last time that both Consumer Price Index and Federal Reserve announcement will both be on the same day.
June 12th, yeah. So we'll keep you informed about that. So a lot to come. Not a lot of reports this last week, but as we get closer into the beginning of June, of course, you're going to see more and more of that. Well, as always, we really appreciate you tuning in. We hope the information that we're relaying is proven to be valuable. As always, we invite you to subscribe to our, certainly come on, take a look at us on YouTube and subscribe to, to receive our newsletter.
Yes. So until next time, if you have any comments, questions, we always like questions. So shoot us a comment, shoot us an email. We're here for you.
Yeah, we got to do some more questions again, don't we?
Shortly. Thank you. That's a good reminder.
We'll hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.